Hello everyone, Trophy Wine Hunter. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing a review of the 1998 Chateau Leoville Las Cases. This is the third video that I've done on Leoville Las Cases in my channel, and I'll refer you back to my review of the 1988 Leoville Las Cases, which I'll put at the end of this video for the history of the winery. I'm not going to go through that again in this video. I also have reviewed the 1989 Leoville Las Cases. I have reviewed many growth wines several times. What I hope that people take from that is that there are differences from each thing. You cannot just drink, for instance, Lafite one time and say, I know Lafite. It's very different for each vintage. Having said that, I think you can draw some parallels to the different wines. So this is my third bottle of Leoville Las Cases that I've reviewed on this channel. Leoville Las Cases makes a very structured, in many people's opinions, perfect type of wine. And it is really a textbook Bordeaux Saint Julien wine. Almost in every vintage that I've drunk Leoville Las Cases, there's very difficult to complain about it in terms of the technicality of it. It's a very precise, structured wine. Very controlled, quality control is very high, and that's why I think it appeals to a lot of people in terms of if you are a wine rater or you're a person that's interested in technicalities of wine. It's textbook. It's textbook in what it does and what it delivers. Having said that, it's never been one of my favorite wines, so it's kind of a funny thing. I'll rate it very highly. I know it's an excellent wine, but if you let me choose, I will choose other wines like De Cru Boucaillou, which I actually like better. I like Cheval Blanc a lot better. I like Lynch Bages better. I like Pontet Canet better. If you gave me a choice to drink it, I would generally drink those wines. Those are more my style. And this is what goes towards personal preference. It's not just about points sometimes, it's about what you like and what charms you. And for me, Leoville Las Cases has never been a charming wine in my thing. It doesn't really speak to my heart. And that's, I know it's a great wine. I know technically it's great, but for some reason, it's not a wine I really seek out. So here is the cork of the 1998 Leoville Las Cases. I can still feel a ridge here, so I can still feel the cork elasticity. This is the bottle, so it's a 1998, and you can see the degree of sediment. It's a lot of sediment, but this is the interesting part. This is saying that it came from the winery and it was actually bottled in 2017. So that's Ex Chateau, and this is the actual wine color, which is quite dense. You can see a little bit of age on this wine. It's not completely bright red, but it's neither totally brown either. So good color. More than any other wine that I buy, for some reason, I get a lot of Ex Chateau wines from Leoville Las Cases. So always the quality is not doubted. This bottle has a special label on the back that actually says that Chateau Leoville Las Cases has aged this wine for me in their cellars since 2007. So this was a 2017 bottling of this wine. I tasted this wine 2 days ago, and then I've had it in the fridge. It was so balanced and structured. I had everything on it. So it was really everything you wanted from a Bordeaux. Drinking really well when it was aerated. So we put it in a decanter and had it over the course of a couple of hours, and it was exceptional. There was not anyone that we drank with that did not like this wine, and again, it probably topped most people's list as either the top wine of the night or secondary. What was good about it? Structure. It had your textbook oak, dark plums, dark cassis, ripe fruit on the taste. Good core of tannins, solid tannins, good mid palate, blackberries, black plums, tobacco on the aftertaste, smooth aftertaste, just everything that you could think of with Saint Julien. And so really exceptional wine. Now it's been 2 days, and so this was decanted and then put back in the bottle. So this is really, really fully aerated. And let's try it after 2 days. I had it in the fridge for the last 2 days, and let's see if it's going on with it now. On the smell, it has lost that oakiness, but replaced it with a lot of red fruit, floral components, a little bit of cassis and wild berries. Nice thing is once the oak is kind of dissipated, you can taste other flavors or smell other flavors a little bit better. On the taste, dark fruit core. I get blueberries now, black plums, blackberries, cassis. I don't get a lot of secondary flavors or development at this point. It's a little, mostly primary fruit. I would say on the end of this, a little bit of graphite, mineraliness, ironness, metallic on the aftertaste, and a little bit of leatheriness on it. So starting to develop it. It's still quite a young wine in my opinion. Forgot to talk about the blend. So the blend here in this year was 76% Cabernet Sauvignon, 15% Merlot, and 9% Cabernet Franc. And still built for aging. I think this is an excellent wine. I think it's ready to drink, but no rush on this. It's got another 10 years easily. It's showing no signs of decline at this point. The color is beautiful. It's a very strong, deep wine. If anything, I think it might need a little bit more time. I don't think all of the secondary and tertiary flavors have developed yet, but it is really a exceptionally what I expect from Leoville Las Cases. Textbook Saint Julien, structured, precise, gives you what Saint Julien Bordeaux should taste like. If you had to write a textbook about it, and this is one of these wines where if you read about Saint Julien wines and read, it's probably gonna taste like this. A lot of times, you know, when you read something, it's like, well, I can't taste that, or it's different. No, with Leoville Las Cases, what I find is what you read, what it should be, is what it actually tastes like almost always. And so that's something that'd be great. Again, it's not charming to me, and sometimes maybe things again where it doesn't taste exactly what it should taste like, or there's lots of innuendos, or a lot more variation. Maybe that's a little bit more exciting, or that's more charming. It's almost like they're so good. They're always so good. It's kind of boringly good. It doesn't excite me as much, but that's just me. Nothing wrong with the wine. It's a spectacular wine. It's just not my favorite. It's not just charming to me, and that's just personal preference. It's nothing to do with the actual wine itself. My score on this, 96 points. Excellent wine. Not really a lot you can say that's wrong with this wine. And, you know, textbook Leoville Las Cases just brings you great quality, and that's probably why a lot of people believe this should be a first growth quality. As I've said in my previous videos, this is probably the closest of a second growth to a first growth level because of the consistency over the years of quality. The quality that it produces is of a first growth quality, but I think it does lack that X factor, or that it factor that many of the first growths have, and equivalent first growths on the right bank have. It's great, but it doesn't have, for me, that X factor. And probably it's because I like a little bit lighter wines. I like softer wines, and it doesn't show to me a softer side. I don't see many Leoville Las Cases which I would categorize as soft and warm, and it's more always structured and precise. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy drinking.